Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO-FM in Jessup. Big Dog Country Radio. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and First Southern Bank.
Hi, Wayne and surrounding counties. This is Sean O'Quinn with O'Quinn & Associates. The one constant in life is change. Throughout our lives, we will go down roads that we never imagined. I have decided that it is time for me to make a change. I have decided to start my own independent insurance agency. What does this mean for you? Better rates and multiple companies. Give us a call at our new number, 912-385-1000, or stop by and see us. We are still at 212 South 1st Street, and we look forward to serving you.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings in Wayne County is a popular thing. To dine in or take out for one delicious meal, and with the low great prices, it's simply a steal. Famous for the variety of sauces, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. When it's time to eat lunch or dinner, Damon's Restaurant the place to go. Located in the middle of town on West Cherry Street, yes, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings simply can't be beat. So next time you're hungry and looking for a great meal, head to Damon's Restaurant and enjoy a great deal. The number to call is easy, 588-WING, 588-9464, the real thing. Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings. Those chicken wings are a very popular thing.
Hi, I'm Raymond Brown.
And I'm Mandy Yeomans. At First Southern Bank, our customers are like family. As a locally owned community bank, we're dedicated to helping our clients succeed.
We have loans for every need, whether it's personal or business. We have lines of credit, auto loans, equipment loans, and of course, we offer mortgages. Stop by our bank or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show, right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
You doing good?
I'm good.
All right. Well, we've got a guest in here with us this morning. Tell us who it is and what we're going to be talking about.
Today we're going to talk with the winner of the District 3 County Commissioner race, Tim Hopkins. There are 4 candidates in that race, and Tim Hopkins won it without a runoff. So didn't get a chance to talk to him tonight at the courthouse. I didn't see him there, but I called him and said we'd like to have him on the show to congratulate him and find out how you pulled this off. Again, that's the big question. 4 people in a race, you went without a runoff. So how'd you do it?
The good Lord just put his blessings on me. That's all I can say. I was very nervous, first time I've ever run in a race. So, a lot of people say they're going to vote for you, but you really don't know until the end.
You don't know. Yeah.
And so I was a bundle of nerves, and when I heard it, it was funny how I heard it. I was at the house, and I was unloading signs and stuff, and I kept getting these texts, congratulations, congratulations, and I'm like, have y'all heard anything about the race? So I actually had to go get my truck and turn on the radio. And
so you got the results and a little bit of Braves game too.
There you go. And it was awesome. It's I'm just I don't know how to say it, so appreciative and humble that Wayne County, elected me. I don't know how to explain it anymore. I've lost the words.
I remember when you were on here earlier before the election a few weeks ago, and you had mentioned the fact that this was just the right time in your life to be able to do this. But up until now, you've been so busy on the road doing all kinds of stuff. This just happened to be the right season for you, and it just worked out.
It did, and I think everything comes together at different times in your life. There's different seasons. And, with the way the country and stuff's going now, you have to sit back and say, instead of complaining about it, what can I do about it? And this is one of the things that I said, you know what, from a local level, this is something I can get involved. I'm gonna offer Wayne County my services. And thank you, Wayne County, for having the faith and honor that in me. I'm just, like I said, I'm still on cloud nine.
Now, you will be taking over Mike Roberts' position there on the county commission in January. Once again, who folks don't know where District 3 is, what part of Wayne County is that?
All right, District 3 is your lower end of the county towards, you got Mount Pleasant, Gardi. It comes all the way up through J.C. Landon, all the way through River Bluff, and then over there more of the country club. Mm-hmm. If you're in the county and the country club, you're in District 3, mm-hmm. and then it goes over to the airport road.
Okay.
And then basic all the way through to McKinnon on 301 on the left-hand side if you're going away from going south.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of hugging the southern part and the western part of the southern and eastern way. It's like a big. Yeah, it's about take a look at it, it goes like that. I mean, it's one big area there.
It's about half the county if you look at it in square footage.
Yeah. So
it's a huge area.
Yeah, if you're going from McKinnon all the way around like that to Mount Pleasant, then all around to J.C. Landon in that area, that's a big part of Wayne County.
Yes, sir. I know. It's I've drove all the dirt roads, and it's huge.
I saw you Monday. You were putting your signs out there at Cracker Williams. I had a chance to talk to you then and ask you how you're doing. You said you didn't know. You were just out there working hard, knocking on doors, talking to people, and here you are now going to be the new commissioner in District 3.
Yes, sir. I look forward to, diving more into the details and stuff and seeing exactly what's going on in Wayne County. I've met with a lot of people, and I know I'm rambling a lot because I'm still on cloud nine. I really there's a lot of things that I've been thinking about. What I need to do is educate myself to make sure that I'm making the right decisions. And a lot of people ask me, so Tim, what do you think your greatest asset is? I said, I think my greatest asset is being able to look at all sides, fact-base the decision. But, we've got to look at it through different points of view and then come together as one and let the facts detail. The facts determine the decision that we made. I've talked to some of the other candidates and stuff, and, we're everybody's excited, ready and ready to go.
Well, when you were on here, we had you on, had all the candidates on before the election. The thing that impressed me is your business background. You talked about, how you know how to look at budgets and make financial decisions. So is that something you look forward to when you get on the board, is to look at the budget and see where we can cut, where we can't cut? And
That's right. Well, that's the first thing I want to do is I want to look at the budget. I've got some budget numbers that I've looked at. I want to look at every one of them. I want to dissect each one of the departments and not cut anything, but I got to fully understand exactly where this money, how it was arrived, and is there any area that we can cut? There might be an area where we have to add. I don't know. I got to look at it. I know with the preliminary information that I have now in front of me, there's a lot of questions that I've got I want to ask, and that looking at the whole budget and then breaking it down into departments, dissecting each department, saying, okay, where did this money come? Where did we arrive with this money? What is it being used for? What are we looking at in the future? Do we have contingency plans in place on each one of these departments? Getting with these department heads, getting with the county administrator, making sure that we're giving the people and taking care of the people adequately enough so that they can properly do the job that we've hired them to do. And and with new projects and stuff, we need to look at it not just from, okay, is this a need? If it's a need, then Wayne County don't have a choice. We've got to do it. If it's a want, then we have to put priority on it. Where does that want? Because there could be 10 different wants in Wayne County, and as 1/5 of the governing body of the council, we need to come together and look and prioritize these wants, which would determine how much they cost, what's the biggest bang for the buck for Wayne County, what can Wayne County afford at this particular time, and how is this going to cost Wayne County in the next 10 years from a maintenance aspect. Is it going to be, as we're growing, is it going to meet the needs? Is it being built so that it can be added onto with a limited amount of cost to taxpayers down the road, our kids? Those are the kind of questions and vetting out of what's going on in Wayne County that needs to happen. I'm not saying it hadn't been happening, but that's my goal. That's my strength. That's what's made me successful, is vetting out the projects, getting with the people that's over the projects, making sure they have everything they need for the projects, and holding them accountable if they're not performing. When I say hold them accountable, that don't mean going and getting rid of somebody or whatever. What can I do to help? Why are we weak in this area? And understanding what the problem is, problem solve it, and then go forward with the project. You can't wait till the project's over with and it's, I wish we'd have done this, wish we'd have done that. There's going to be some of that. That's just natural. But shame on us as a governing body that we didn't try to properly vet this out before we made this decision. We don't need to be doing knee-jerk decisions. We need to make precise, educated, informative decisions and communicate that back to the voters so that they feel comfortable that we're doing the job that they elected us to do. And that's where my strength is. And I always like to look, me and Crystal was talking about it on the way up here.
Now, so explain who Crystal is in case people don't know.
Crystal is
most of us all do, but there's some people. Who's Crystal? Crystal's
my daughter. She come down, and I appreciate her. She come down and helped me campaign and everything. Crystal Hopkins, and all my family is pulled together on that. But I think, but anyway, getting back to what we were talking about, another one of my greatest assets is I try to look at things from different points of view. I can get out of what I think's right and go look over here on this other person and say, okay, what are you seeing? I want to see it through your eyes so that I can understand. And as a project manager, and you're talking about my experience, a project manager is no better than the team under him. A project manager listens to the subject matter experts. At the end of the day, he's got to make the big decision. But the more informed he is, not bottleneck, there's a difference, informed and educated, so he can make the right decision. And that's where I think my greatest asset, and I think that's one of the things that's made me successful in the industry. Like I said, running some of the largest projects in the United States, over $100 million projects.
Explain what you did, because we had you on the show. You talked about your background. I think you worked with GE for a long time. Is that correct?
Right. I've been under the GE umbrella since 1984. I hired on directly with GE in 2000.
And that's General Electric?
That's General Electric,
okay.
Yeah, in the nuclear facilities. I've been in the nuclear industry since 84.
I knew you had a certain glow to you.
Now, I tell you, not plugging the nuclear industry, but it's one of the safest industries.
It is.
I promise you. People ask me, Tim, would you mind living close? I said I wouldn't mind living right beside the nuclear plant. I mean, I know it. I've been in the industry. It's it's one of the. I'm just a big fan of it.
And we need more of them for clean.
Yes, we do.
Safe energy. Yep.
Yes, we do. But anyway, that's some of my background. Like I said, with General Electric, I've had extensive training in how to run large projects, hold people accountable. Dealing with the budgets, creating the budget, and then being held accountable that I stay within the budget. And also at the nuclear plants, it's very schedule driven, because every day that we're behind is $1 million that the company loses.
How you like being back in Wayne County full time? Like I said, you traveled so much, but
I like it. My wife, she's like, okay, you've been home for about 3 months, and she's not used to it. She says, we might need to call your manager, see if you got a little weekend job or something.
She's getting a little bit too much of Tim.
Yeah, well, she
not used to it.
She says, well, now, I've been the captain of this ship for a while. You got to come back in as first mate and work your way back up. So,
and all you do is say, yes, ma'am.
I am a very smart man. Yes,
yes
sir. I know exactly I know how to pick my battles wisely there. But I'm very blessed. My family's healthy, and they all support me, and the good Lord's gave me good health, and like I said, I feel at this particular time, Wayne County chose me, and everything just sort of lined up with my job, that kind of stuff. When everything starts lining up, then I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be, and that's very important to me.
Now, are you going to be going to the county council meetings over the next few months, because you don't get sworn in until 1st of January?
That's right. I've been to the last two.
Mm-hmm.
So ever since I've been home from Vogel, I have not missed one, and I do plan on being at every one of them.
Because we're going to have, at least 3 new faces? 3 new, because you're going to have Tim, you're going to have Jamie, and you're going to have District 1, either Mike or Brian.
Yeah, there'll be 3 new candidates.
So
there's 3 new commissioners on the board in January. Right?
So it'll give you all a chance to be able to learn over half a year before you actually take office. That's a good training to get y'all running correctly in January.
That's correct. My understanding is we've got to go to some classes. You got to
go to the state stuff that
state stuff, and there's some requirements there. A code of conduct, how you're supposed to conduct yourself. There's some do's and don'ts. I think it's, regulations and stuff. As county commissioners, we can't gather more than 2.
That's it.
Without
Bobby in there.
You got that right, and that's a good thing.
There's 3 or more Bob and Drews there.
That's right. I think they call it the sunshine.
Sunshine. Yeah.
But and I'm learning a lot of this stuff. Like I said, I've got some other county commissioners that's been helping me, coaching me along, saying, "Hey Tim, if you do get elected, this is some of the things you need to look at." And I've talked to a lot of the ex-county commissioners. I said, what would you do different? What's lessons learned that you learn, so that I don't make mistakes, or either you can help me bring me back up to speed exactly on what to anticipate, with different things.
And you can learn from Mike Roberts over the next several months, because you're going to be representing the same people he has been for the last several years.
Mr. Mike has invited me to come sit on that porch, and I told him, I'm going to take you up on it. He said, just make sure it's early in the morning. We'll sit on the porch and drink a coffee, and he says, I'll pour everything I know into you, Tim. And I said, I appreciate that, Mr. Mike.
Again, you represent that district, that you represent the county as well. One thing, they talk about the relationship between the city and the county. You'll be able to bridge that gap as well.
I think I sort of see it as one myself, and the one that brings it together is what's best for Wayne County. Not get in a battle between who and who. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Plan on working together. Yeah.
Well, the good news is they recently got together on that fire ISO rating. That was a good thing they did. That took a while to get worked out, but they eventually came to their mutual agreement and worked it out for the betterment of both the city and the county.
That is right, and that's what I say. We need to look at it. We need to look at it from perspective county city, and then we need to come together and say, okay, where's some common ground that we can work together, so that what's best for Wayne County, and where are we getting the biggest buck, not just for the county's budget, not just for the city's budget, but for Wayne County as a whole. Because that's what ultimately that's we're representing Wayne County. Each one of us has got our own little districts. You've got the city; they've got their little things, but together we represent. We need to come together and do what's best for the county as a whole. And I think we got. I see a bright future for Wayne County. I think you've got a lot of people that's coming in, and a lot of people that's already in office that are personalities will work good together. And I tell people all the time, let's put Wayne County first. Let's take the emotion out of it. Let's don't let any personal things. When we go in that meeting, if there's any personal things, you need to hang it up on that rack. And if you want to pick it up when you leave, you pick it up. Because Wayne County deserves the best. Because that's what they put their trust in us.
I want to ask for one thing. They have these things called closed door sessions where you can't go back. Try to keep it less than 30 minutes, okay?
Bob gets bored sitting out there.
Those 2-3 hour closed sessions. And then they come out and say, nothing was.
I sat there for 2 hours and y'all did nothing?
Yeah, Drew and I just look at each other like, we know what's coming, but I'm just joking. But you'll get into all that too as well. But we appreciate you coming in. Like I said, congratulations. It was very impressive to win a 4-candidate race without a runoff. That was just kind of shocking when I saw the numbers. And percentage-wise, I mean, you took almost 85% of the vote in that district. So, I mean, hats off to you and whoever helped you with your campaign, but you must have done a good job getting the message out. And I said, we were impressed when you came into the Butch and Bob show. Like I said, you talked about your background, you talked about what you wanted to do. I said, if everybody had your attitude, like I said, we say it all the time, we're too small of a county to be fussing and fighting. It is for the betterment of Wayne County. We're all Wayne County, and we need what's best for the county in a whole. So
and that's
I think that approach will be helpful.
Yeah, well, communication is key, and good communication, willing to communicate with each other for the betterment of a goal. There's nothing that you can't achieve if you'll get everybody to get together and look at it. But in order to come together, we got to look at everybody's got a viewpoint, and when you look at everybody's viewpoint, that's when you get the best product. And apologize, Wayne County, for babbling. I'm still on cloud
you're not
9.
Babbling, you're just having a good time here. Yeah.
I've had 3 cups of coffee this morning. So
if you've had 3 of those, you should be bouncing off the walls right there.
But I appreciate it, and I just want to say thank you, Wayne County, for putting your trust and honor in me, that you trusted me with this position. I'm going to give you 150%, and I'm not going to make any promises that I can't keep. Only promises is that I'm going to give it my all, and I'm going to represent you in a professional way.
All right, we got Tim Hopkins in here. Just won the election for District 3 for County Commission. He'll take over Mike Roberts' position in January. And one of the things that we have heard through the years, from Heron to Carter and now to Mosley, is the relationship between the Sheriff's Department and the County Commissioners. The Sheriff's Department is always in need of new deputies, vehicles, equipment. Have you had a chance at any to talk to Sheriff Mosley at all, or is that on your agenda in the next several weeks or whatever?
I've talked to Chuck twice already. Me and Chuck played football together. We go to the same church. So
well, then you talk to him all the time.
Yes.
Y'all played football together? When did y'all graduate?
I graduated in 83.
83. Well, 11 years after I did. Okay.
But yeah, there's some needs like you talking about with the police departments. We're losing people. Let's just be honest. You go and look around at the other counties and stuff, and what the pay is for the police officers, and we've got to fix that. We don't want to be training people and then losing them, and you can't blame the people. I mean, if they can go to another county and make $3 to $4 more an hour, you can't blame them. After we've put our, people that we've trained and that's good cops and stuff, we want to take care of them. I'm all about taking care and attracting quality people. In order to attract quality people, there's got to be something in it for them. I mean, that's an honorable position. Anybody that puts that badge on and puts their life on the line for us every day to protect us. I mean, I'm not saying that we've got to pay outrageous, but we need to at least be compatible with the surrounding counties.
Right.
And people say, well, how, is that going to raise taxes? I said, no. The way I feel about it is there's enough money coming in Wayne County that can be properly managed so that we can take care of the county employees as they need to be. It's a little bit embarrassing when you got people that, and I'm not at fast food, I won't mention names, that makes just about as much as the people that puts their life on the line, and the people that keeps our roads safe, the people that's in our tax offices and stuff that gets our tags and stuff. That's, those are important jobs. That's the backbone that keeps Wayne County functioning. That's the foundation. You can build anything you want, but if the foundation's not solid, you have nothing. You're wasting time, because over time it's going to fall and crumble. So we've got to make sure that the foundation, which is the county employees and the people that keep Wayne County going, are properly taken care of. And I think properly, when I say properly, I think they say, well, where the money's coming from? Well, I think we just need to be prioritizing our spending.
Have you had a chance to talk to the, in much detail, I know you've been campaigning, I don't know what the etiquette on this is, to the county administrator yet?
I've sat down with Mr. Jeffers 3 different times.
3 different times already, okay.
3 different times, briefly. And he couldn't. We can't discuss too much because I'm not a commissioner, but he's been willing to, Tim, anything any information that you know. And I said, well, I don't want to take up your time. I know you're busy, and but there's 1 or 2 or 3 questions I want to ask you. He said, sure. He said, ask away. So I have sat down with him 3 times, like I said, very briefly, and discussed. And I told him, I said, if I'm blessed enough to get elected, this is what my vision is for Wayne County. And he goes, I understand that.
That's a very busy position, the county administrator. You got hundreds of employees, you got millions of dollars budget you got to work with, and like I told, to see how the new board that gets sworn in January work with the administrator because all of y'all seem to have some of the same goals that have been campaigning. It'll be interesting to see if those goals come to fruition next year.
Well, like I told Ed, I said, Ed, me and you both come from the same backgrounds. We've run large corporate O&M jobs and maintenance jobs and commercial jobs. I said, so I understand exactly your position. That's what I do on a larger scale. So I understand the challenges and having to communicate with so many different departments and bringing those departments together, making sure each department stays healthy and hold them accountable. So me and Ed's got a great understanding about what his job is, because I have that's my major background for the last 22 years. So,
okay. Well, you're right. That good communication will help the county tremendously.
That's the key. We can't be and I'm not Monday morning quarterbacking anybody, but I can tell you when things are not working well, 90% of the time is communication. And 90% of the time, what causes non-communication is emotion.
Oh, yeah.
Emotion turns into personal. When you get personal, then you've cut out any kind of coming together and governing. And it's human nature. I'm not Monday morning quarterbacking anybody. I've been there myself. Mm-hmm. But that's why I say when we walk in as a group, any of that kind of stuff needs to be left outside and come together as one, because that's what Wayne County put their trust in us and elected us.
Okay. Bob, anything else for Tim?
I just appreciate you coming in again. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And like I said, I'm humble. I'm honored. I was a bundle of nerves, first time running, and Wayne County, you put your trust in me, and I promise you, the only thing I can promise you is I'm not going to let you down, and I'm going to give you 150%. Other than that, I can't promise anything else. And I will be honest, and I'll communicate well with Wayne County what's going on so that they're not in the dark. So when we make decisions, Wayne County deserves to know how we come about those decisions and the details. And one other thing for you.
What's that, Tim?
What I'm planning on doing is either once a month or once a quarter. I want to come together just with District 3. I want to have a town hall meeting. I want to hear from my constituents. What's your concerns? Let's get them on the list. Let's get them prioritized. Let's talk about them so that I can represent District 3 and see what's going on. That's one of my goals that I want to do. And if you want to come, you come. If you don't, you don't. It's voluntary. If you want to come and tell me, hey, my road needs paved or this needs to happen, I said, okay, let's put it on the list. And that's one of the main ways I want to communicate with District 3. Thank y'all so much for having me.
Tim, good to see you. Crystal, good seeing you again after all these years.
Yeah,
you used to be a regular guest on here a long time ago.
I know.
All right, so Tim Hopkins is going to be your new county commissioner for District 3 starting in January. Bob, anything else? All right, that's it. WIFO-FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and First Southern Bank.